Excuse me, do you know what the time is?
23.
sit down, please, so the guys at the back can see. Please, come on. I hate it when there's so many people
Such a
in here,
crowd.
the people at the back
Such
can't
a
see over the
crowd.
ones at the front.
I know.
Thanks, guys. All right.
Hello.
Hi, Andrea.
Hi, Nick.
How are you?
I'm fine. And you?
You're well?
Yeah, I am actually. And yourself?
Remarkably well.
Remarkably well. Oh, have you had a good week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I a good liar?
Yeah, I think you'll fool everyone. Not me though.
What have you been up to?
Oh, don't ask me that. I don't know. Just working and hanging out. Not really much, I don't think. And yourself?
I went for a test drive the other night, and I was exploring some of the back streets of Paddington and a few driveways and gardens along there, and everything's pretty well as it should be. And I was really pleased
in
to
Paddington.
see. Yeah, and along Oxford Street for a little bit, and a bit to Woollahra, a bit of Bondi, then down to Vaucluse. Yeah, all in about 2 minutes. Yeah, it was a pretty rushed tour.
I don't think I'm going to ask you about that one.
And hi to the New South Wales Police Force as well.
Oh right, were they escorting you?
Yeah, that's what it was. I was
That's
pregnant. I was like, officer, I gotta have this baby, otherwise it's gonna
Right
be really
now.
messy. He's like,
people
get out of the car.
No. Right. Mm-hmm. What's on tonight's show?
You haven't asked me about what's in my pocket.
Well, I thought it was just a roll of lifesavers, but...
And I told you I was happy to see you, but no, my shirt pocket.
Oh, no, it's your shirt pocket. What's in your shirt pocket, Nick?
Well, since you brought it up, it's a plastic $5 note, which
And-
means nothing by
Wait,
itself.
and in my... I have
It's
a
another
plastic
$5
$5 note.
Now,
and
if we-
together,
They make
well,
two
it would
$5
be a
notes actually,
$10
but it
note.
would be a $10 note. And
Mhm.
speaking of $10 notes, and speaking of plastic, as we are,
Yes, we are.
Did you happen to catch on the news this week? The latest $10 note
Yep.
is going to be plastic, and it's going to be issued very, very shortly.
Yes. I didn't actually catch the whole thing. I just saw him kind of holding it up and making
But
the
what a
announcement.
con job! I mean, there they were saying, yeah, it's going to be a lot better than the $5 note as it is now. I mean, this is totally impractical. You can't put this in a cash register. I mean, it's plastic.
But it's
it doesn't
good for
behave
if
like
it
a
goes through the
paper
laundry.
note.
It's really good if they go through the laundry.
Yeah, but
nothing
if you're
happens.
dumb enough to leave a note in your clothes when you take it to the laundry, you should deserve to lose it anyway.
Yeah,
That's my
if it's only
philosophy.
$5, but when it gets higher, maybe they'll start making 20s and things, and then what do you do? Then you just lose them, and that's it.
Exactly, but I mean, for people that work with cash registers, I don't think
suppose,
it's
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
I don't know.
not a good idea. I'm not for the plastic
I don't know.
$10 note.
So what else did he say? Anything? Can you rip them? I don't want to try to.
Try on camera. Yeah. Can you still rub the face off?
What?
Yeah. Well, Paul Keating's been trying to do that and draw a picture of Paul Keating's head.
So
in
her
there.
face actually comes off if you rub it, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I think the $10 note's going to have a poet
I missed that.
and a guy with a hat on. So I don't want to go into too many details here, but
Didn't they
yeah,
used to
look
have?
out for it.
Didn't they already issue a $10 note and then people weren't happy with that or something? Did I hear that? Something like that? Oh right.
Yeah, well,
So this is like a new try, isn't it?
yeah.
What color is it?
Green.
Green.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
and if you have any $10 notes that you're not happy with, just send them
Just
down to
send them in.
CTV and we'll take care of them free of charge. Not a problem. All right, let's
The
get
show.
on with the show.
What's on?
Well,
It looks pretty fat.
It is.
Pretty happening.
It's a big show tonight, so don't get tempted.
So
Not that you would be
relax
to
people
go
out
out.
there and
Yeah. Movies.
chill out, get some popcorn happening, and tune in.
Popcorn.
I had popcorn tonight.
Did
I
you?
made some for
In the microwave?
No, by hand on the stove.
Really?
Yeah.
Do they all stay in the pan
No,
when
I
they
think
start
I had
exploding
about
everywhere?
10 kernels that didn't pop, and the rest all popped.
So you look up and see popcorn on the cupboards, and that would have been really nice.
I'm a veteran popcorn maker, so.
Ah.
I think actually.
How do you like your popcorn?
Craig can vouch for it. How was it, Craig?
It's quite tasty.
Oh, good. There you go.
Have you any secrets? How do you like your popcorn? Shaken, not stirred,
Yeah, basically, and a little salt.
and
in
extra
it.
salt and extra.
Yeah, that's it.
Are you into the flavoured popcorn?
I
mean,
I've
that's
had
as tacky
some
as
of
it
it.
gets.
Is a bit
It's
weird,
like
but some of
solid
it's not
sugar. It's
bad.
like
It is
eating a.
coated in
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Ugh.
But they have some really interesting flavors.
All right. Comedy tapes up next, followed by Mick and Craig with an introduction to the Blade tape, which follows that.
Right.
Rock Job with Gemma and Josie again. That was a real hit last
Josie.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the two of them, you mean?
Yeah.
The new format.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Josie, new discovery on CTV. You saw it here first. A rave tape followed by Couch Potatoes Revenge, which I'm sure you're longed for last week. Not, but
very
it will
disappointed
be,
that it didn't happen. But tonight
yeah,
it will be
it's
on.
going to be back bigger and better than ever with possibly a panel
yours truly.
as host and Tayon and possibly anyone else, although not looking like it at this stage.
Look, they're all raising their hands. Come on, they're like, me.
Yeah, guys. An employment section, temping. Oh, you're doing that one.
I'm that one. Yes, I'm the temp. Yeah,
Ah, well,
that's me.
explain it. What is that?
Oh, well, I don't want to talk about it too much, but I don't
All
know.
right, we'll give that
It's
then.
just,
Is
you
Dov
know,
going to be on it?
That's what we're not sure about. He's supposed to be the interviewer. I'm the interviewee. Is that right?
Oh,
yeah.
I see. Yeah. Oh, you're going to talk about temping.
Yeah.
All right.
Let some people know about something different out there to do if they need jobs.
The sports show with Kiet.
Oh, that hasn't been on for a while.
No. These are like the oldies but goodies coming back tonight. All right, Generation X with Tayon and Zara. They're going to be talking about Generation X, which they've been working on over the past couple of weeks. Right. Yeah, and there's a tape to go with that, tape number 2 in the series. Number 1 was last week, and number 3 is next week. No, both on this week. All right, and Film Forum with Erin and Dov.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dov, question mark, we're not sure.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, all said and done, probably one of the biggest shows in CTV history. So let's do it justice.
We should. What were we going to say?
I was just going to say, let's just rip right into it.
Yeah, I think so. Let's.
Because we're that type of people. And speaking of ripping,
no, I don't think I'll rip.
See you
mine.
later. Cut.
Here we go.
What can be said of communism that hasn't already been said? Now, we know the near devastating effect it has had on capitalism, but with the dismantling of the Berlin Wall, the end of communism in Russia as we know it, Americans are now asking, well, what did we get for our money? On tonight's episode of Scavenging Life's Miseries in the Free World, we bring into the home of America the people that owe you a hell of a lot. Hello, sir. Nice day, isn't it?
Really, darling, what's so good about it?
Well, American television is doing an expose on Eastern European culture, and you've been chosen as our focal point. Congratulations, sir.
You come here and catch a vignette of the life, but you don't know the life. America, you don't understand the suppression of freedom. Supermarket without groceries, goods without services, freedom without choice.
Sure, sir, your economy's screwed, but your culture is so rich. And I know there are a lot of American people out there who would like to see some a cappella singing and a little bit of folk dancing. So, sir?
We want back the color. If we are given our birthrights, we would exceed the culture of the Western world. Give me this film crew. I will justify the existence of television.
No, cut. Jesus Christ. What are you trying to do to me? Now listen, I don't want to hear this crap, right? I'm going to give you a lot of American bucks if you give me a spiel on the evils of communism. You throw in a song and a dance. We're talking light entertainment. We're talking big bucks. Now, please, sir, get a load of this.
There is a lethal amount of lead in the atmosphere. Industrial pollutants are out of control. We forget to eat, to drink. Our a cappella singing is out of sync. I was imprisoned for cultural underground movement. I was instigator of Poetry Society. A serious crime in this country. Freedom gone. Neo-Nazis have returned. Freedom of speech crushed. Why war? Why hunger? There is enough in the world for everybody. But not enough for one man's greed. America, please.
Well, there you have it. Stay tuned next week when we go to China and ask that question. Capitalism in China. Who was a stranger? Fact or fiction? This is Terry Carver signing off. Good night, America. Okay, let's pay him his location fee and get the hell out of here. This dumb.
And I got home at 4 in the morning. And honestly, Portia, let me tell you, I hadn't had so much fun in years.
Oh, Sebastian, I'm so happy for you.
In the morning, I woke up and I decided that I hated my wardrobe, so I bought a new one. Then I looked at that wretched TV guide, and let me tell you, there was absolutely nothing on the bloody television.
Oh, no, Sebastian, there was something of mild interest the other day on the news. They said there was more than 11.5% unemployed. That's more than 1 million people living in squalor below the poverty line. Well, I've never worked a day in my life. I hope they're not referring to me.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, of course not. I mean, I don't like the thought of all those poor people sort of existing and breeding and living.
Yeah.
You know, one shouldn't have a child unless they're sort of tremendously financially endowed. I don't know what the solution is, but they should be culled at birth or something.
Who would we get to serve, to clean, to cook?
Deride, demean.
To exploit and oppress?
Abuse, manipulate.
No. To retrench!
You know, this morning, yesterday, a worker of mine asked for a pay rise.
Oh.
I showed them the doll queue.
Oh, good on you.
You know, in lots of ways, I tell you, the poor are much better off. I mean, they wouldn't like to take a leaf out of our book. Every day we're tortured with sort of decisions like, you know, which tax to evade, what company to merge with, you know, which labour market to exploit. No, really, they're much better off than us.
And, you know, like paying Who magazine for a decent, candid photo of oneself. And the environment. Now, you can't leave it in the hands of the poor. I mean, I was in Italy last week buying beautiful snakeskin, ivory and gold inlay shoes and matching handbag. The dreadful man gave them to me in a plastic bag.
Oh, good God.
I had to say no. I said no, no, no.
You know, you really are an inspiration to the world I live in.
Oh.
I'm so utterly bored at the moment, quite sort of restless.
Yes.
Let's do something, let's go somewhere. Let's go to the Caribbean, let's just go. What will our friends say when they find out we've gone? What will they do?
Oh, let's, Sebastian, let's! Let's!
Here we are again. This is me, everyone knows me well, I'm Michael, and welcome to the inline skate show.
The tables have certainly turned, haven't they, mate?
Haven't they?
And now, thinking about all the things we can do, we could burn the bladder so bad and all that, but I choose not to.
Yeah, good boy.
Thank you.
I'll pat you on the head for that.
Can I have a rub of your crew?
Anyway, don't be rude. Well, the reason why you're seeing Craig and I on the inline skate show tonight is the fact that Cinnamon has once again shirked her duties here. Yeah, she dogged it basically. Shirked her duties here at CTV1 and taken the night off. But she does have a good excuse. It is her birthday tomorrow, and her mother's throwing her a dinner party tonight. So good luck, Sin. It's her 20th tomorrow. So yeah.
Give it a clap.
Cool. Don't be rude.
I'm not being rude.
Anyway,
Mick,
we have a special presentation for you tonight. It's Dare to Wear, which is an American inline skate video, and this is what the cover looks like. It's pretty sexy.
Somebody doing a big brown eye.
I think it's Chris Edwards, who's probably one of the best.
You think it's Chris Edwards?
I'm pretty sure it's Chris Edwards.
Pretty sure. You must know a lot about rollerblading.
Well, I know a little bit, you know, like...
A little bit more than me, obviously.
Some of my friends are bladers.
Anyway, how's your ankle, Mick?
My ankle's fine, I can skate again now.
Yeah.
I've actually started inlining, so...
How was the park?
Don't take me serious on that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I went to the park on Wednesday.
Yeah, just skate pretty hard. Do you see any of those rollerbladers? If rollerbladers go there, man, like, just speaking on the subject of what this show's about. Yeah, I saw some rollerbladers there, man. Pretty good.
You did?
Yeah, nearly knocked about 3 of them over. There's only 3 there anyway.
Why did you look at your watch when you thought about 3? Is there something...
Something burning in my, yeah, there's something burning for me to go and do.
Yeah, I don't know.
Quite possible. Like, get on with this show. Talk about something interesting.
Anyway, this video is pretty good. I watched it the other night. It's all American footage. These skaters were here during Easter for a rollerblade tour, which was a bit of a flop. It was a severe flop. Not many people turned up to the demos, and they actually expected people to pay to watch American skaters, and no one pays to see skate demos.
No
That is one rule, and for that reason it went under.
Barty's tried that once, isn't it? Barty's who brought Gator and Miller out.
Yeah.
It was $10 to see them.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
I'm like, come on.
But anyway, these people, who was it? There was Jess Danforth, Angie Walton, who is probably the world's best female ramp skater on inline skates.
Did she keep up with the guys on that one?
Yeah, not, dramatically huge airs, but she does airs a couple of feet out, inverts, grinds, stuff like that. Just pretty good.
Sounds good.
I saw him perform at the Easter show as part of the Manly Blades tour, and it's pretty good. Cool. They did well for themselves. They had a bike rider in the demo as well who was doing huge 540 backflips.
Was that Reese?
No, it wasn't. It was this other guy from Queensland. But anyway, that's bike riding, that's not inline skating.
Or skateboarding.
So, yeah, I watched this tape. It's pretty good. It runs for an hour long, and there's quite a lot of good action in it. There's some funny stuff.
Watch the whole thing. That's dedication, mate.
I'm just that
kind
skateboarder.
Of
guy. But it's
many
pretty
people
funny
are
too.
going to want to beat you if that word gets out, mate.
I know. They actually write themselves off. Like, you'll see in the start of this video that you're about to see, they actually do get up in bright pink neon.
What, they only write themselves off at the start of the video?
And at the end.
And at the end?
Yeah, it's
nothing about the middle, though? Do they wear their wear their hardcore clothes?
These are pretty hardcore dudes, so I reckon it's pretty good.
So it's from the States?
Yep. Anyway, this is it. Dare to wear. Check it out at your local
Boards and Blades
inline
store.
Skate shop. Yeah, one of those joints, and we'll see you later. Enjoy the video.
Hi, nice to meet you. I already know your name. Morgan, right? Yeah. Okay, check it out. I heard you're making this video, dead air, something like that. Yeah. It's for hardcore skaters, right? Like me. See, I'm the number. No, shut up. Freddie, no, shut up. I'm the number one inline skater on the ground. You should see this stuff. Wait. Before you see anything, check this out. Watch. Yeah,
Freddie, no, Freddie, come on. Hey, bud.
Come on, you said you love me, huh?
No, this isn't about that, man. It's about hardcore skating.
I can be hardcore. Watch this. Now I'm hardcore.
No, disco's out, man. Hey, thanks for coming by, bud.
No, disco rules.
No, it's not about that, Freddie.
No, come on.
It's hardcore, man. Go with it.
No. I can be hardcore. Really, no.
Freddie, what do you want? Just what do you want? Okay?
What do you want? Aw, man, you're throwing that bag away?
Yeah,
come on, let me have it. It's nice. It's yellow.
You want it?
Yeah, I want it. Come on. I'll leave you alone, I promise. Yeah.
Here you go, bud. Sorry about that, man. It's just not about that. It's just no disco.
No, but I will be in your video. I promise. I'll be in your video.
Freddie,
you'll see. I'll be in your video.
That's great, Freddie.
Hi, folks. First thing when you get to an audition is you have to sign in. It's vital. You sign in your name, Social Security, your agent, and you gotta have an agent in LA. It's vital. You gotta have an agent or you just don't get work. Next is the call time, and depending on how small the call is, you can kind of fib about this, but the fact that Martin put 10:19, I can't cheat and lie now, see? So we'll just erase Martin's call time there. Now we can say we've all been here since 10 o'clock. Be okay.
We're here again, me and Josie, because our spectacular edition of Rock Job last week was, everyone was just too impressed, and they said, please be on the show on the off week. So
yes.
So we decided.
I thought I was quite good, actually.
I suppose
just
you were,
that little
Dale.
spark, you know.
Yeah. sort of made me look really good. Not. But anyway, this week you actually went to the Aboriginal Benefits Concert for the Year of Indigenous People, and please tell us about it.
Well, Zara embarrassed me very much. So, well,
hold on. Talk about the music first.
Well, there were Aboriginal groups and there were non-Aboriginal groups, and you could tell the non-Aboriginal groups because Diesel's guitar didn't work. And what happened is he said because the guitar didn't work and he was at a loss. And he said, I had a nightmare about this, and I dreamed that I was wearing a nappy. And the lady next to us said, you'd look better in a nappy. And it was really funny, actually.
Wow. And so what, overall as a night,
I thought that was pretty funny.
How was it overall as a night? Was it a good night? I mean, you went for free, so, you know, anything's good if you go for free.
I think the highlight of I think the best group there was Titters.
Titters, let's talk about Titters, because they played at the Redfern council concert as well.
Yeah, I found that they were better like at the Redfern council concert than they were, but that's just, you know.
Yeah, because they're an acoustic band, aren't they? So.
Well, they try to be.
Well, they probably sounded better in the open.
And they've got a new album out.
Yeah, when?
Now? In a couple of weeks.
Groovin'. And just so everyone can sort of get an idea of what actually happened at this spectacular night.
Well, there are a lot of drunk people. And a lot of drunk people.
Whoops.
And a lot of people having a really good time. And especially the man who was yelling out, "Save Glebe Youth Centre." And that's all he said the whole night. Save Youth Glebe Centre, and I thought that was the highlight of my night because every single break, save Youth Glebe Centre, and so
yeah, because I mean,
save Youth Glebe Centre, and it was just, you know,
because whenever I go to concerts, you know, I usually pay more attention to what people are screaming
well,
than what's actually going on stage.
I was very disappointed. I thought that was the highlight of my life.
Oh right.
This week.
Speaking of highlights, Brashers have actually endeavoured on doing a music chart for schools, and they've gone out to all these schools and surveyed them and stuff, and they came up with a top 5 for the past year.
Let me guess, Melissa?
No, actually, there's only one previous E Street star in the charts. That's it.
Tony.
At number 5, this is like for schools. I don't know what schools they chose, but I mean. Please. At number 5 was Holy Grail by Hunters and Collectors. At number 1, at number 4, I Want You by Tony Pearson.
Aww.
At number 3, Funky Junkie by Peter Andre.
Definitely.
At number 2, Stone Cold by Jimmy Barnes. And at number 1, Never Miss Your Water by Diesel.
Get back to Funky Junkie. I think he's a bit of a spunk, actually. Not.
Peter Andre?
Not.
Oh, thank God.
No.
I don't. But anyway. Also, because I would have to mention that Australian Music Day is coming up, so there's all these fantastic little things going on, and there's a national song contest that's being held, and you can enter your song. And they've got categories including dance, rock, country, jazz, blues, folk, lyrics, and acoustic and stuff. And so you can enter a song that you've written and recorded.
I've written a song.
Have you? I've written about 5 songs.
I've written a song, and it's the kind of song which, you know, people sit around the barbie and you know, talk about and
Do you want to give us a
sing
bit of a
together.
Give us a bit of a burl.
One green bottle hanging on the wall. One, you know.
Hold on. I've heard that one before.
This is kind of techno.
Techno. Great. Fantastic. No, actually, I've been on quite a songwriting endeavour myself. I'm thinking I might be releasing an EP soon.
Not.
No, I might. I seriously might. I mean, if someone wants to sponsor me and give me, some money to buy a guitar and you know, 20
It'll
hours
be called the Howling Cat on the Fence.
Oh, please. I don't think anyone here's actually seen the extent of my fabulous music performances, but should be something to look forward to, not. And it costs you, anyway, back to this song contest, it costs you $10 to enter a song.
It should be free, you know, some people can't.
No, but see, if you give you $10, right?
And the judges,
so that goes to raise the money to give the prize money, which is
yeah, but I still think
the
the government should sponsor new young talent like myself.
yeah, like me as well. So listen to us, Paul. But anyway, the prizes total $3,600.
Smackaroos.
So if you want to, I don't know what they are.
As long as I win.
But so if you want to get something, I don't know what it is. Like it might be something really sucky. Like, I mean, they say that the prizes total $3,600. So the winner might get like a trophy. And a check for like $1. And everyone else gets $1 as well. Yeah, but if you want to learn more about it, you can contact ASAI, PO Box 123, that's really hard to remember, in Surrey Hills, but not Surrey Hills next to Redfern. Surrey Hills in Victoria.
Vicky.
Yeah. Good old Vicster. 3127.
3127.
So all aspiring songwriters
like myself. Talented.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. No.
Absolutely. You know, I can sort of see you up there with Melissa and Tony.
Not.
But
oh, thank you.
And I was talking previously about Australian Music Day, which is coming up on the 27th of November. And it's a really good day.
What is it?
Well, it's just a day that sort of embraces Australian music. So the radio stations are going to be playing 100% Oz. And you also, if you're in a band or if you're soloists like us, you can get free publicity for your gigs. Wow! You can get free publicity for your gigs, and so you can get free posters and stickers and logos and stuff, and you don't even have to do anything. You just send up this form and you say this is the name of my band. And you get sent like 5,000 stickers that say, you know, Gemma Davies rules. So
Josie Cashman rules.
Not. So anyway, on to charts, mate.
On to charts. Well, the national top 5 is Dreams, Gabrielle, number 5. 4 is All That She Wants Is Another Baby, which is Ace of Base. Well, she does, doesn't she? She's a vampire, actually. Well, anyway.
No, she's a surrogate mum.
Oh, yeah. 3 is Mr. Vane, Culture Beat, and 2 is If I Can't Have You, I Don't Want Anybody, Kim Wilde. Number 1 is I'd Do Anything for Love, Meatloaf. Now, Meatloaf is my favourite. I think the oldies, you know.
Oldies for the goodies.
Oldies for the goodies.
Let's go and raid our parents' record cabinet.
No, you raid the freezer and you stir up.
Oh, God. If anyone's, I don't think anyone's a vegetarian, what that joke is yet, but I just understood it and I think it was quite bad.
If you're a vegetarian, don't be, you know.
Yeah. And the alternative singles this week are at number 5, Heart Shaped Box by Nirvana. At number 4, Cannonball by the Breeders. At number 3, Adam's Ribs by UMI. At number 1, Go by Pearl Jam.
Which ones do you like out of them?
At number 1, Soul to Squeeze by RHCP, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
And Nathan, our whatever he's called, will be very pleased about that.
Will he?
Will he?
Oh,
yes.
Speaking of Nathan,
it's the only thing he believes in.
Nathan's a big legend because as you would know, we have completely always got up-to-date information on what's happening on the music scene. And that's thanks to Nathan, because he works at Channel 10 and manages to give me for free a subscription to the Oz music charts, which gives you absolutely everything you want. And the subscription is usually about 300 and something bucks. So there you go.
Yeah, as he keeps on telling us. I think if he keeps... I think if he keeps getting onto this, I think if he keeps it up, he should come on the show and do his own film clip. Because I think he's got that kind of glint in his eye, which star performers
Which says
need.
talent.
Which says talent, like, you know, like Melissa and Peter Andre.
And Gemma. Check the glitter.
Josie.
Yes. And I've been told to say that Alice in Chains played last night and they were excellent.
What did they do? Did they rip off any chickens' heads or
what?
No, because you know those kind of bands which rip off heads of dolls and stuff.
You're thinking of Alice Cooper. But no, apparently they were really good, except Suicidal Tendencies were meant to be sucky, I heard.
Like, what do you mean in that?
Well, really bad, you know, like didn't play well, you know, like weren't enjoyable and stuff. So, so there you go, gig update, mate. Gig update.
Well, the national top 5 albums is 5 Very from the Pet Shop Boys, 4 Bat Out of Hell Part 2 Meatloaf, 3 100% Hits Volume 9.
Volume 9. How many volumes are they going to put out of this thing?
Well, as much money as they can make out of it.
Yeah, but you know, I mean,
Number 2.
9.
Then again, John Farnham. Oh yes. No, number 1. Versus Pearl Jam. Now I don't know their real album cover
Their
name.
album hasn't actually got a name, but I think it was released as Versus because you know you can't just say the new album by Pearl Jam all the time. Although I can't fathom why they can't just say Untitled by Pearl Jam.
I think Prince is going on the same line because he's got those symbols for his.
Well, his
instead
name
of his
isn't
name.
Prince anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's that.
Yeah, and what are you supposed to call him?
Hey, have you seen that new album? You know, like Sad.
What? Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, it's about time to go now. So
is it?
So yeah, it is actually. I just took a look at the clock and I thought, wow, it's about time to go. So next week we'll have our normal segment.
Okay.
We will. And will you have an album to review? No? Have you got any album?
I'm going to buy the Sesame Street one.
Are you?
Decided it's worth $30.
Do you think?
I reckon.
Oh well, I'll take it off
to hear, you know, Big Bird and Ernie, you know, singing away. Who are the people? You know, like singing away, just kind of, you know, techno kind of rap style kind of.
But anyway, we'll be seeing you next week. So have an excellent, funky music, fun.
And thanks for watching us.
Yeah. So see you later.
Around.
Revenge for another week, and we have Tayon on the show, our guest reviewer and presenter. Thanks for coming on the show.
Oh, that's no problem, Nick.
Tayon apparently watches one hell of a lot of TV, and I thought, hey, where's this guy been all my Couch Potatoes life? You should have been on this show ages ago.
Damn right there.
So before we go on, I just want to pick up on a little point that came up in the rock section before, Rock Job. It seems to me that this album without a name and artist without a name thing is kind of getting out of hand. It seems to me as if it's kind of entering down the road of, you know, the Emperor's no clothes. You know that story where people said, that's you know,
it was
really good, but he's actually not got anything, you know. And so Prince hasn't got a name. He's got like a little squiggle. Nirvana's got an album. No, I'm not saying they're bad, but they've got an album that doesn't have a name.
Nirvana.
Yeah.
So you mean Pearl Jam?
Pearl Jam, I mean, yeah. What happens when a group comes out without actually having a song? And people go, have you heard that latest one by whoever? Nope. Yeah, it wasn't great. You know? I mean, where does it all end?
There's like this blank space in the radio, like.
Yeah. I mean, that's taking it to a silly extreme, admittedly, but what's to say it won't happen? And the same can be applied to television as well, because I mean, at the moment, every TV show has a name, right? I mean, you know, words, title of the show. But I wonder what the reaction would be if a show came on with a little squiggle, a little sign.
Well, there's surely there's no, there's not. Well, there's Generation X, the new up-and-coming show, which symbol is an X. That's a squiggly kind of Xy kind of thing.
Right. Like an Xy type of thing.
That's it.
As opposed to...
not an Xy type of thing, yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll be talking about that actually later on this show. Zara and I will come on and talk about...
Oh, right, yeah, not on this segment, exactly. Because
No.
I got no idea what you're talking about.
Hey, either do I.
Speaking of not knowing what we're talking about, we're going to talk about talk show hosts. Because, I mean, I caught a couple this week, and frankly, I felt as if I'd returned home. I hadn't watched a good talk show
I know what you
show
mean.
in a long time, and I felt I was back. How about you? Do you watch
Yeah,
anything?
well, yeah, I do. I've got a rating system. I rate them as in order of appearance. First is Sally, is the lowest in my common denominator. Then Donahue, who is the
granddad.
the granddad,
Yeah,
the
master.
legend, the original of original.
Yeah.
But then.
And then there's Oprah, yeah.
Oprah. I can't even pronounce the name without deep inside me.
Yeah, I know. It's very sentimental. Yeah, our audience doesn't understand, passion when they see it. You just go ahead. Don't be oblivious to this kind of rudeness, really.
You know how it is. But, think of Oprah, she doesn't just talk about things, she talks about things. You know what I mean? She gets in there and grabs it and pulls it back out.
Pulls it out and puts perfume on it and makes it smell a hell of a lot better.
It smells nice
back,
and it looks good and it tastes nice.
Yeah, they can be talking about serial rapists, murderers, whatever, and at the end of the day...
It smells nice.
Yeah, because Oprah is saying it, I mean, you really sympathise with them.
As she says goodbye, you smile. People being killed, died, all for lives, but you wave.
Exactly. Now,
goodbye.
name one Australian compere that you could say that about. Darren Hinch? God, I'm like... Well, for starters, I don't even watch it. Peter Luck, yeah. It wouldn't have the same ring to it, would it?
No. Well, there is... Stephen Vizard, who...
Stephen?
I call him Stephen. He's a formal kind of bloke. But yeah, he rings my bell.
Yeah, the only reason, apparently, he's on TV anymore is because the show's made in Melbourne, and all Channel 7 shows are made in Sydney, so there's a bit of politics there within the network. Yeah, that is a bit of goss. Actually, that's the first bit of real goss I've actually said.
Actually, later on...
Don't tell anyone I said that.
Actually, later on in the Generation X show, we've got a bit of goss. We've got a bit of the GO, the hot goss on what is the go. A bit of a bitch search.
All right, on what?
Well,
don't spoil it now. Yeah, okay. Getting back to the talk show host, what was your favourite one this week? Because I think it was probably my favourite one as well, which was...
Well, it was...
What was the topic?
The topic was...
You're talking about Oprah again, aren't you? Because you're getting all clammy inside, I can tell.
I sweat, but the topic was people that have come this close to fame and fortune.
Oh, look, they're ringing CTV's bell. We've got a room full of them here. And who did they have? What kind of people?
Well, they had...
I know what kind of people they had, but just for our audience.
Well, for one... They had the ex-member of the Beatles who left before they became...
Oh, really?
Yeah, hugely famous.
What a bad career move.
Peter Best, name is. And he's actually got an album out now. But, yeah.
Called Wasn't I Crazy?
It's Untitled.
Untitled. It's another one of these Untitled things.
The squiggle. No, but...
Epidemic of them.
Yeah. And they also had an American Olympic athlete who was... destined for stardom, but in his preliminary race, he
before the main
final,
race,
he pulled a hamstring.
Oh wow! So he never got to be really great, and he was obviously really good.
The thing was, there was a swimmer, I wouldn't know his name, but he was in the 80s, he was the most famous swimmer, but this guy beat him, he was better than him, and he pulled a hamstring, missed out in the Olympics, and this guy became hugely famous.
What was the audience reaction? Were they kind of sympathetic?
Sad. Yeah, definitely.
I can bet. Yeah. You shed a tear?
Tear came in my eye.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, these things that grab you.
And how was Oprah to them? Was she kind of sympathetic as well, or was she like, "Hi, you're not famous, and I really am"? So bad.
No, but that's the thing about Oprah. She's so famous, but yet she's so modest. She's still on the same level as us humans. But yeah, well, she was sympathetic on one side, but still, she let them look at the lighter side of it. which
Alright.
I like.
Yeah. I wonder how they got those two people on the show. Did they send out a survey questionnaire to people? Were you almost ever famous? If yes, tick yes. Oh well, let's get them on the show.
Yeah, well, they actually had this dude in the audience. He was a really good baseball player, and he was destined to go into the pro leagues, or whatever they call it in America. But he had an alcohol problem, and
that's like an
yeah,
it was an American baseball player.
But the thing was, he was in high school, and he was an alcoholic. And so they said, look, clean up your act. When you go to college, clean up your act, and we'll then let you in there. So he went to college, but he became more of an alcoholic.
As it were.
Yeah, and so he didn't do it. But
so he never got his fame.
No, but he was destined to.
And tell me, did they really regret it?
Yeah.
Really?
But a nice thing they had attitude was like, fate. If I wasn't meant to get this because better things are destined for me.
Well, that's when Oprah would have piped up with her, well, if God didn't want it to be that way,
exactly.
Waiting for you.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you obviously saw the show.
I wouldn't go that far. But yeah, we were just discussing the possibility of making a 90210 out of talk show hosts.
Yeah, seriously.
But we're missing one. We've got a Brandon, Phil Donahue.
Yeah.
But we're missing Dylan. Who could we get from Australia? Who could we scout?
I think Peter Luck.
Are you really on this Peter Luck?
Yeah, well, he's got a show coming up in about 2 weeks on Channel 10, which is Where Were You When President Kennedy was shot?
Yeah. Everyone always says that, but for the Generation Xers like us, I didn't actually mean that as a pun. Yeah, as Generation X. What could be our symbolic day where we look back on and think, yeah, I was doing that. Yeah, but see, that's not relevant because everyone was asleep. You're a liar, Kate. You weren't there.
I was actually in Montreal, sitting next to Premier. Yeah, I was out of the picture and all the news.
Oh, that was
footage.
you with your fist in the air. Yeah,
I was behind you, saw my hand.
I recognised that hand.
Yeah, but Monte Carlo, I was so drunk I couldn't remember. But it was Monte Carlo, yeah.
Do you know this baseball player from America who never made it really big?
No, but back on our little show we want to make. So we've got Peter Luck. We've got Peter Luck as Dylan.
Yeah, he's going to need to get a haircut though.
I reckon he's good enough as it is.
Sally Jessie as...
Brenda,
but she's going to need to dye her hair. And Oprah as Tori Spelling.
Interrelational in the kind of atmosphere, but yeah, I think that's a go.
Yeah. Well, you know they're taking The Simpsons off air next year on Channel 10?
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah, well, because they played it 5 nights a week, I mean, that's a bit of overkill in anyone's language, so...
But I just think it's a really good show, and I don't mind watching it. I mean, Bart's a happening dude.
He is. You can get on video. Alright, well, Tayon, I'm not going to say this has been an uninteresting chat, because it's been far from that. Come again, please. You do justice to Couch Potato's Revenge. Thanks for coming on.
That's okay. It was a pleasure sitting here.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Do something because you enjoy it and follow through with it, go 100%. Be innovative, don't copy other people all the time. Try your own stuff. That's what I've always done in the sports I've done in the past. Is half the fun of it is inventing your own tricks. Don't always follow the norm, the mainstream. Try and take it off, and put your own style and add your own endings to the tricks, and that's what makes it more fun for you. It's more interesting. And I just, I think being a part of any kind of sport like this, is really a lot of fun. You get really involved in it, and you start thinking about new tricks and thinking in the direction of the sport, the way it's going, and just stick with it, stay with it, and have a good time, have fun. That's the most important thing.
Today we're going to go over some of the equipment that you'll be using in the hydraulics module, and specifically using the hydraulics trainer. Before you start handling any of the equipment, make sure that you've put on safety glasses. First component is the hydraulic hose. This has quick connects on the ends so that you can easily assemble or disassemble the hose. This is a T. It's used to change the direction of flow in a hydraulic circuit. Now,
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. As Elvis once said. Yeah, my name's Dov, and and I'm hosting once again the old youth employment segment, and I think I've sort of become a regular now. And today on the show, I've got as my guest and the person I'm going to interview, Andrea.
Hello.
Ha ha ha.
Hello.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I didn't get a clap. Well, the show got a clap, but I didn't get a clap.
Oh.
And today...
There we go.
I'm Dom. And today we're going to be talking about temping.
Yes.
Or like, I don't know, why do they call it temping? Why not, you know, temporary secretarial work? Is that too long?
Everything's too long.
Yeah.
These words. I mean, that's like a thing in Australia, isn't it? You just cut it down to the bare minimum and still people know what you're talking about.
But what we're referring to by
why.
temp is...
Temp is temporary. Not only secretarial though, that's the thing. I think it's more general. Yeah. And data entry, anything, telemarketing, there's all kinds of different, accounting, there's all different kinds. It's a huge market now.
Is it better to be a temp than a full-time person?
Well, it's better. You don't get the benefits. Like you don't get, you know, if you have a sick day, that's it, and you're off, and you don't get paid for that day. You don't get, you know, holiday pay, things like that. But you get paid more per the hour in general.
Really?
Yeah.
And what do you work for a firm who
an agency?
assigns
Yeah,
you work?
yeah. I'm actually assigned on with several agencies.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And it's
about 3 of them, but I've got one. I've been working on this particular assignment now for about 6 weeks. I've got a few more weeks to go.
But why not just get a full-time job? What's the...
Because I don't really know what I'm doing. So I'm just
really?
Yeah, like in long term, I really don't know. And you make, like I said, I need some money at the moment, so I'm just kind of doing it to make some money quickly, and also because I have a diploma as a secretary, and I haven't worked at it for a while, and being a temporary secretary, you just go in there and say, look, I want a temp secretary for you, or whatever it is, or word processing, whatever, and they give you the training free. Whatever you want to do, they'll, you know, if they're you know, more than happy, because obviously they can market you as, you know, as the great temporary secretary or whatever, and it works out better for them and you. So I just felt like getting back into the swing of things, and because it's been a while, I traveled for a while and did, you know, worked in a vegetarian restaurant, things like that. So I just thought I'd kind of get back into it. Yeah.
Yeah. So now with all this experience, you might be able to go out and
exactly. And it's also really good if you really don't know what you want to do and you are interested in working in an office or something, to get out there and see what kind of, you know, you can work in an engineering firm, you can work in all different kinds of things, accounting, whatever, and you can kind of, you know, test the waters a bit and see what you're interested in.
And you might fall into place in one of these firms, might you not? Yeah. No. Anyway, I was going to mention a play that I once did, but you know, don't worry. I always manage to throw something in, but no, because in this play, right? Okay. This okay, I'll throw it in. No, this girl comes on as a temp, and you know, like these 2 guys have a bet. This will lead on to the next question, but they have a bet whether one of them can sleep with the secretary, which is a really sexist sort of attitude. But and then she stays on for the sort of second day, you know what I mean? It's obviously, I don't know. But what the question I was going to say is it very, I mean, are there any male temps?
Apparently, I don't know. I don't really know any, but I know in one of the positions I did, an assignment I did a couple of weeks ago, they said the next person coming in to be the receptionist actually for this large company was going to be a male secretary, so. And they're all kind of snickering about it and saying, oh, I wonder what so-and-so will think about, you know, having a male on the reception, but I have no idea
and there'll be that
how they're received or anything, but...
There'll be that illusion that, oh, he's gay, you know.
Maybe, like, probably, more than likely, yeah. I don't know, I've never actually met one or anything, I don't really know much about it. It is an extremely female-dominated, I mean, even the actual agencies themselves, you know, it's more like, oh, do they have boys in theirs? You know, working there, they hardly have any men at all, even just working for them, let alone, it just seems to be a female... type thing, I don't know. I mean, obviously when it comes to accounting and things like that and telemarketing and data entry, that's a different story, but strictly for secretaries, word processing, things like that.
And they're the things you specialise in, word processing and secretarial. And
you get paid more for word processing, for instance, than you would as a receptionist.
And okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. I mean, how much
do I get paid? Word processors get about $14 an hour. I'm getting $14.50 at the moment. Receptionists, on the other hand, only get like 12 or 13. You know, and then I don't know what the rest of them are, unfortunately. I haven't got any statistics here, but it's all roughly, you know, in that.
That's quite good pay for a casual sort of.
Yeah, it's good, you know. And inevitably you won't probably get sick of the place before they get, you know, you're out of there before either party gets sick of one or the other. I don't know. I think it's really good. It's a good way of making money anyway.
Why did they take you on? Is someone sick, or is someone on leave, or is someone
it depends. Like, for instance, the job I'm at now, it's a specific project set up to I'm working for the RTA to what do you say, to analyze the RTA and the way it's working now, and to see, you know, they're just trying to make all these changes and whatnot, and so it's a special project set up for 3 months only. So they obviously need, you know, they're just kind of throwing these people together in an office, and they need to have someone to be able to word process all the things that go on in the meetings and everything. So so I'm there. Yeah, it's really good actually. I mean, I've done some really strange temp jobs. One time I worked for it was only like a day, but I worked for a blind lawyer, and
Really?
this was in the United States. And yeah, and he took me into this huge, really like the State Library or something, I don't know, in Boston. One of these ones with the big oak like you see on a movie or something. I was just like, it was amazing in there, and I had to go in there with this man, and he sat there and he had a tape recorder, and he knew exactly like what the, you know, what he wanted me to read. Like, he knew the exact, you know, the volumes and this paragraph, etc., etc. And I had to just sit there and read these things to him. That's and then he went home, obviously, with the tape recorder and prepared his you know, his whatever you call it, his little.
God knows.
You know, when a lawyer goes into court and they do their little speeches and all that.
Yeah,
so he had to prepare his case. Yeah, his
whatever,
presentation. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, I've had some pretty interesting things.
We could talk about this blind lawyer forever. Because,
no,
you know,
that's
like,
it. That's the end of the story.
But it's pretty interesting sort of,
yeah,
you know, like twist on things. There's a movie there somewhere.
You reckon?
But, yeah,
do you want to be in it?
Blind lawyer. No. I don't know if I could play a blind guy. I don't know.
He had a dog.
A dog?
Yeah,
he had a dog?
Yes, he did.
Labrador?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay. What else am I going to ask you? I don't know. Like, what about, like, what kind of skills do you have to have? Do you have to have, like, 100 words a minute or whatever?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Definitely not. You know, I don't know, about 40 or 50, I suppose, or something like that. I mean, obviously they want you to practice and get, you know, as good as you're going to be before you actually go out and do jobs. You know, you go in there just with typewriting, you know, keyboarding or whatever, and then they'll teach you from there. You know, if you want to learn how to work on computers, then they'll show you, and they have special packages set up. You go in and, you know, spend an afternoon, and I mean, they're just the basics basically. I mean, obviously you can't do much until you're actually in an environment and in the job, but they try to do as much as possible.
That's right. How do you actually join up, like, into one of these temp things?
There's several actually. You just kind of look it up and phone them and just say, I'm interested in doing some temp work, and and they'll set up an interview, and they go in, and they're all a little bit different as far as how the interviews are. Sometimes they give you a form to fill out, and they find out, you know, if you're customer friendly or if you're team oriented. You know, they try to make it as, I mean, obviously they want to try to fit you as perfectly as they can to an assignment without, you know, some embarrassing situation happening. You know, they don't like you, or they're not happy with your skills, etc., etc.
But what I'm talking about is, like, for example, if someone doesn't have, you know,
anything
keyboard
at all,
skills or
well,
something.
you have to have something. I mean, obviously, to be able to market yourself, you can't just go in there and say, well, I mean, you have to at least do a course or something, I'd say.
And these courses are available at any TAFE and all that.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah.
But I mean, if you do have some skills and you're looking for something to do, and you think you want to improve on them a bit, it's a definite, you know, idea to go in there and have a talk with these people, and it's a really good idea.
Do they give you, like, I mean, if they ring you up and say, look, we've got this job, do you have to say, yes, I'll do it, otherwise you're dead?
Well, it's kind of good to, you know, sometimes they'll call you up and say, can you be there in an hour, you know, and you're kind of like, oh, well, I wanted to do this and this and this today, but I mean, it just depends on how long you've been working for them, etc., how comfortable you feel with saying no, you know, I'm doing something else today, but because you are kind of at their service, so you can't just always say, no, I'm not available all the time, and then they'll just say, well, see you later. Because they've got huge amounts of staff. Like, it's not like they have any shortages or anything.
So you have to be eager.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, ready, willing, and able, yeah.
But you recommend it and stuff.
Yeah, it's great.
And I just ask a sort of film reviewer's question. I always manage to throw them in. Did you know there's a film called The Temp?
Yes, I know. I haven't seen it,
Are all temps psychopathic nymphs? Because there is a temp in... This is a joke, of course. They aren't all like this. I know they're not, but there is a film called that, and I think it's given temps a bad name, don't you think?
Well, I really can't say because I haven't seen it, but I can imagine it would. But although, excuse me, it wasn't actually out in the theatres, was it? I mean, it went right to video, didn't it?
It was on in America, I think,
yeah,
but it came straight to video.
So it doesn't really matter. So it's kind of gone to the video shop, so whoever's going to actually rent it.
Yeah. But I mean, like, you could get that image. I mean,
but
you know,
it's like that with everything, isn't it? They're just kind of searching at this point, what else can they slander?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let's get a woman psychopath that worked for the hand that rocks the cradle.
Basically, yeah. Or what's that other one? The one with
Basic Instinct.
Yeah, just that wasn't the one I was thinking of, but whatever.
But she was a writer.
But yeah, Fonda chicken at Bridget.
And there's no like minimum age or anything like that.
Not as far as I know. No.
Single white female.
Single white female. That was it.
No. Yeah, there's no age limit. And they, but when they do, for example, look for someone, they will sometimes specify. Will they?
Yes, as with any job, you know, it generally says. Yeah, it'll say, you know, they won't tell you obviously what the client is looking for until they've actually phoned you up and say, well, this is what they want. Do you think they actually ask you, do you think you'll be suited, you know, does that sound like something that you're interested in? They won't just say you got to do it and that's it. You don't, it's not like that at all.
And the pay does not range whether you're old, young, or...
Not as far as I know, no. It ranges on the work that you're doing and what you're hired to do. Because, I mean, there can be several different temps, but they're all doing, I'm there for word processing, someone else is there for data entry, etc., so it changes, yeah.
Thanks very much, Andrea.
Thanks, Dove.
See you guys next week. That was user point.
That was quick. Yeah.
If you still haven't heard that special sound you desire, if you still haven't heard that special sound you desire,
are you going, mate?
Steve. Alright, absence of about 2 weeks. We've come back because of what you said last week, Nick. We're in between seasons, so nothing much to report.
Yeah, it's a bit slow, but can't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
We've come back bigger and stronger.
Better than ever.
2 people, 2 guests. Two guests.
Right,
Me being a regular.
Alright, so what did you want to talk about?
I want to talk about lots of things personally. First of all is my interest in the Melbourne Cup, which is on Tuesday. I think that's probably the biggest happening this week.
Yeah, but horse racing isn't a sport, Dov. We've discussed this before. Anyone who considers standing around a TAB, putting money on some old horse running around the race, because that's not sport. Where's a ball in that? There's no cricket ball, soccer ball, football. That's not a sport.
It's shown on Sports World, mate. It's sport.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's shown on this show.
Yeah, exactly. What this guy doesn't know anything about sport, does he?
Exactly.
No, I'm only kidding, Nick.
Before Melbourne Cup Day, tomorrow's Derby Day. Don't forget. So that's a major horse calendar.
Where's that?
That's in Melbourne.
Melbourne as well, yeah.
Who's favourite?
I don't know. It's an all-day carnival, so it's not a particular race. It's a
all right.
Few flies in here today. Oh well, no.
Yeah, and tomorrow, because we're going to go by days now. Tomorrow, the rugby union's going to be on late at night on Channel 10 about 11 o'clock.
Go Australia.
Australia versus
First
France,
test, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. The French league of the tours, Australia's been undefeated, or the whole tour been undefeated actually.
Flogged Canada.
Provincial French sides usually very good, and refereeing isn't exactly what it should be. So to come out undefeated after that is very good.
But the last game before the test was a narrow win to Australia. It was 24-23. So that was.
Does it get more narrow than that?
No.
It was a close game. No, but I think we're going to flog. We're going to flog France. We're going to flog them. I think there's no doubt about it. I mean, they eat frogs' legs.
Snails.
If they just concentrate on the ball and not kicking out players' heads, did you read that in the newspaper?
I think that's New Zealand you're talking about.
No, that was on Tim Gammon.
French player, really?
Yeah. On Tim Gammon.
Yeah.
Stick to what you know, Dov. Horse racing.
No, but I think I never knew the French were very rough because
look, we're into.
They're European men. They're not exactly, really big. Like well built, and I think they're more renowned for their kicking.
They got the biggest.
Yeah, they have.
They got some big guys.
Besides
they go way
South
out into the
Africa.
country where they're like freaks of nature. Like,
Inbred.
Yeah, really big guys. They don't speak, They just say football,
man.
They do it.
Yeah, not like the Australians who are all intellectuals.
No, exactly.
All universities. A lot of them are university students. Very good to see.
Yeah. Well, there's the English fullback is a surgeon, so.
A surgeon, really?
Well, anytime you listen to a rugby union interview at the end of the game, it's probably a lot more articulate.
I mean,
interesting than a rugby league.
Have you ever seen Brett Kenny speak? I mean, the guy. He knows his English. No, a couple of years too many of rugby league for the old Bretster.
Oh, but Peter Sterling is.
So you start wishing you had teletext or that depth.
No, on your Brett. Need an interpreter.
Yeah, well, anyway, on Sunday, of course, it's the big soccer game for Australia as well. Qualifying World Cup
versus the Argies, yeah.
Yep. I don't know about this Maradona fella. I think he should have been kicked out of the country. We're not into drugs here in Australia, and that's what I thought. I thought,
because you know what's going to happen. He's going to win the game for them.
Exactly.
We can't have that.
All these years of drugs obviously helped him because
performance enhancing.
Yep, they were
best performance enhancing.
No. Don't try it at home, kids. It's not really. We're joking. But I think Maradona's a legend, and I'm going to predict a 2-1 victory for Argentina.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I'm realistic. I'm not patriotic.
Is that in extra time as well, or is this the full game?
No, I think on the 90-minute 3 whistles, it'll be 2-1.
Right.
Yeah,
so
that's the way. That's what Dov predicts. What about you, Mr. Nicholas Testoni? With your Italian background,
look, soccer and me. Well, like most soccer games, I'm predicting a 0-0 draw. I mean, you don't have to look far behind the psychology of soccer riots. It's just so boring. I mean, create. Don't you find it boring?
No, I like the game.
You'd go and watch a soccer game.
I think it's probably what do they say on SBS? It's What do they say?
I don't know.
It's the greatest game of all or something like that, yeah. Anyway,
they play all that soccer on this.
It's the most popular game in the world. What do you know, Nick? I mean, you know, like,
Per
do
capita.
you like any sport?
Yeah, I'm sporting. I go way back. Union.
Cricket?
American football I was going to talk about. Baseball.
Really?
Yeah, and the baseball.
Toronto Blue Jays won the tournament.
Of course.
Won the World Series.
The World Series, yeah.
But anyway,
Took the Phillies to 4-3.
Who cares? Back to soccer. I think it's the greatest game of all. That's all I can say. And I think, yeah, like I said, Argentina are just too skillful.
Your sports passions tell a lot about the person you are. Soccer and horse racing, though.
I'm not really into horse racing. I was joking. This is a sports show. I mean, I'm supposed to show interest for all sports.
But not about horse racing.
Well, moving on, I suppose. There's nothing else much.
What do you predict for soccer?
Well, yeah, okay.
Got 2-1, all, and?
Well, Argentina will probably win. Although Australia has got the home advantage, there might be an upset, but I'll still predict an Argentinian win, probably by 1 goal.
But did you hear, like, there's like, they're taking on, Channel O's taking on 60 Minutes on Sunday night, which is, you know, quite a big thing. They'll probably win, and they've got like supposedly 8 radio stations from Argentina are in Australia to cover the game. Isn't that incredible, you know, like, because it's such a huge sport in Argentina.
Well, I mean, the game sold out in about 2 hours. So that was even before Maradona was even confirmed to come to Australia.
So it's going to be a big game. Lots of eyes will be watching that one.
No problems. And there's also a return match in 2 weeks' time in Argentina for that as well.
So can I explain the way that works?
Yeah, okay.
Like, this is to qualify for the World Cup, and whichever team loses doesn't qualify, am I right?
Yeah,
I think,
it's a knockout.
Yeah, and just say Australia wins this game, 2-1, if they play next game in Argentina and they win, and they lose 3-1, they don't win, because on the goal differences, so they would have lost 4-3, you know,
exactly.
So basically, even if they win this one, they could still lose if they lose in Argentina.
On goals, on how many goals.
Yeah, and I really doubt whether they'll win in Argentina. I have my doubts, so they better win here.
It's a very big game in Argentina, very big game. Stadiums are about 80, 100,000 people, so twice as big as the Sydney football stadium.
Yeah, it should be, and yeah, it'll be full. And what else? What other sports have happened this week?
Yeah, there's nothing much except the cricket, where the one-day cricket series, the Mercantile Mutual Cup, New South Wales won their first.
You know how if
game,
they hit the ball over the fence and there's targets there,
they hit it. Yeah, they win a car.
$10,000 in
Mark
jackpots.
Taylor missed it by about that much.
Mark Law, I thought it was.
Was it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, one of the marks hit it into a fence, like less than a metre away, and there's a lot of money.
Jackpot's $10,000 a game. So.
And spectators, if they catch one, and there was a guy there with a can of beer.
Yeah, they get 1,000.
With one hand.
$1,000.
They paid him on the spot too.
That's awesome.
We should get someone like that on the show and interview them. Now that'd be an interview. It's the sports show exclusive.
Why?
Catch a ball in one hand with a beer in the other.
Oh, that's a pretty classic catch.
Yeah, I think that should be in the classics as well.
I was just trying to be difficult.
That's about it, I suppose. And the Kiwis are over here playing their matches, losing them all.
Did you hear they lost against like 16-year-olds or whatever they are? You know, like they lost against the academy.
AIS.
Yeah, Academy.
Australian Institute of Sport.
Institute of Sport. Like these guys who are like 16 years old and
a bit older than that.
17, you know, but
17 and a half, no loads.
But New Zealand, the international side, lost to them in a one-day. I mean, and they didn't just lose; they got thrashed.
They did about over 100 runs as well.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a joke. I mean, it'll be a real challenge when we play.
Yeah, also the other team that's coming out to play the 3 series against Australia is the South Africans. So they'll be coming up and playing 3 tests against Australia and 3 tests. And Australia will be playing 3 tests against the Kiwi. So it should be exciting.
I think South Africans will offer us a bit more of a challenge.
Stiffer challenge.
I
like a stiffer challenge.
Oh, that probably wraps it up for this week, I suppose. There's nothing much going on. Just watch the Melbourne Cup. I suppose everyone will be watching the Melbourne Cup or listening to the Melbourne Cup next Tuesday.
Who do you predict? Farah?
Well, I haven't seen on the field at the present. It doesn't get finalised until.
Is Farlap in that one?
Well, you probably win as well.
Mr. Ed.
No, but yeah.
How about Francis the Donkey?
There's a bit of contention there again, New Zealand, Australia. Just to get the director angry, I will just say that like the New Zealand Australia sort of horses, the competition. Like if a New Zealand horse wins the Melbourne Cup, there'll be a lot of sort of, you know, like
well,
scary
in
people?
the past years, a lot of New Zealand Kiwi, or New Zealand Kiwis,
They've
Kiwi
won.
horses have won. So yeah.
But just lately, there's been like the Phantom won just recently the Caulfield Cup, which, you know, like we should be winning more. More Australian horses should be winning Australian races. So go Australia. And
Well,
win
on
the
that
cup.
note, we'll say goodbye for,
Go out
for
and
this
develop
week.
some performance enhancing horse stroke. That's what
And thanks, Nick, for that last comment. And see you next week.
Bye.
Zara?
Tayon.
Welcome to Generation X.
Welcome.
The new and up and coming youth show.
Yes.
For the youth of today.
Today.
And we just saw the promo.
The only screening. Only screening.
The first screening of the original Generation X first #1 promo.
Yeah.
Which we just finished the other day.
A couple of hours ago, in fact.
Right straight here from Korea.
Yeah.
So what the promo was for was the launch of Zara?
The launch of the new community channel, which is sort of like CTV1, but is in Centennial Park. And it's being launched on the 31st, which is on Sunday night at 5 p.m. And seeing as there's going to be heaps of extra space, we've just decided that we're going to invite all the residents down. So
Anyone
get
that
along,
wants to come.
anyone to Metro Television.
No, seriously, if you're sitting at home Sunday around 6 to 8 and you want to rebel, come along to Metro TV in Paddington, in Town Hall Paddington, and say Zara sent you. No, seriously. Come. Yeah, but the launch, what is that? What the actual cable TV station? Is that it's being shown in Centennial Park? Is it?
Yeah, 300 houses have already been hooked up in Centennial Park, and Gabby, our makeup artist, is one of those houses of hers.
Oh, well, there you go. Wow. Straight from.
So yep, and the youth show, which is the show you're watching right now, is shown on Mondays and repeated on Saturdays. And Saturday, as I hear, is prime time. So we'll be showing twice a week.
Well, isn't that fantastic?
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. So I think that deserves a huge round of applause.
Speaking of round of applause, I think it's time to show the new Generation X t-shirts.
Hot off the press. In fact, they're still warm.
They're still warm. That's how damn hot off the press they are.
Yep, in fact.
Okay.
Tayon's going to show you the back.
This is the front.
So what
Hold
editing does here.
That's
And
the front. And Zara.
And the back. Here's a list of our sponsors. Sorry about that.
Studio Productions, who did the t-shirts, who printed the t-shirts. Metro TV, CTV, which we're watching.
Youth show, yeah.
Youth show, which we're watching. Blaze, who gave us the t-shirts. Channel 3, who gives lots of money whenever we want. And Community Channel, which we're going to be shown on.
Yes.
Soon.
Very, very soon. So, yeah, we got these back. Leon, our floor manager, went and got them about half an hour ago.
Hot off the
from
press.
the printer.
We all get one?
No.
No. If you
but you could buy a raffle ticket.
If you want to come down and buy a raffle ticket for $1, just come down and give us $1. The first prize is one of these excellent shirts.
And we must say, that there is only 38 of these in existence.
And that's not just Australia, that's the world.
Yeah.
But back to the launch. So who's the people that are coming? Who are invited?
Generation X, of course. They're actually the major event of the whole night, Generation X being there, because they're just, I heard, a really spectacular group.
Yeah, of young people.
Yeah.
Later on, when we finish this segment, we're going to be showing the other promo, is that right?
Well, there's been 2 promos that we've made this week.
Mm-hmm.
One's the one that you just saw, which is absolutely fabulous, of course. And another one, which is 1 minute long, which is also for the launch and for Generation X, and that's about 1 minute long.
And when was that finished? Was that finished this morning at about 6 o'clock?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
That's how dedicated we are to you, the people. But the funny... By Mick.
By this, the director.
The director. But the funny thing is, we're telling
He's
about...
that guy in the Milo tin, in case you didn't know. Just had to slip that.
No, but Zara, the funny thing is... The funny thing is that we're telling you about the cable TV station, but you can't watch it. So you'll never know about it for a while. But one day it will be all over Sydney, won't it?
And eventually all over Australia.
And
well, that's what we told our sponsors anyway.
That's what we told the people that gave us money. No, I read it in a paper that, no, it said Sydney. Because Telecom's the one that actually pays for everything.
Yep, fibre optic cable.
But it's definitely going throughout Sydney, so you'll watch it one day.
But the media lies.
Especially last week's CTV News.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But anyway, I think, just one other thing, I think huge achievement for CTV1 Youth Show tonight. We showed, and we'll be showing after this, the first pneumatic tape ever.
Oh my
and
God.
We even had the audio patching right. And
what is a pneumatic tape for the people out there, Zara?
It's like VHS except a lot bigger and chunkier.
It looks funny.
Yeah.
Alright. That's cool.
And a lot better quality.
Well, maybe
so I think that deserves a round of applause as well.
How about we actually use the pneumatic tape and watch the next promo?
The next promo, Generation X in action.
Thanks.
So we'll see you later.
Bye.
What's your favourite TV show? Generation X.
Oh, definitely Generation X.
Generation X. Generation X. Hi Julie, what's your name?
Julie. Generation X. Though I think it's for young people.
Generation X. Generation X. Generation X.
So what's your favourite television program?
Generation X. Generation X.
Generation X. Generation X.
Well, what's your favourite TV show?
Gone with the Wind.
Simpsons. Generation X. Sorry, man. I mean, like, Generation X is great, but Bart's happening. You gotta get Bart on your show.
Generation X. Generation X.
My favourite TV show at the moment. I get a very lot of laugh out of the Golden Girls.
All right. All right.
That last segment was
pretty good.
Welcome.
All right.
All right.
All right. I'm Dov and
I'm Erin, and you're now watching. You're on camera. No. Film Forum.
Film Forum. Did you hear that? Film Forum. And Erin, we've seen lots of movies today. This week.
Exciting movies to talk about.
Especially me. I've seen one. You've seen two. Three. Yeah.
I've seen three. So what are we going to be talking about tonight, Dom?
I'll tell the audience what we're going to be talking about. First of all, we'll probably talk about a film Erin saw, which is probably Night in the City. Let's say that. You'll talk about Night in the City first.
Okay.
Yeah. And second, we'll talk about a film we both saw, which is one of the better films of the year. I would say not, but I think Hello. No, it was I can't even remember the name. That's how good it was. Boxing Helena. That's right. And then Erin saw another film, which is
Rising Sun.
Rising Sun, of course. 3 long, we waited for these films so long, and finally we got to see them.
pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah. What did you see? So Night in the City.
Night in the City. What did you think, Dog?
I'll tell you the.
What do you think of it? Well, it looks like
it looks very good. It looks interesting. I'll just say a few things about it. Jessica and Robert De Niro. Jessica Lange, of course, two of my favourite actors around. Jessica being the female Robert De Niro, in my opinion, and Robert De Niro being the male Jessica Lange, just for a bit of equality. It's directed by Irvin Winkler, who, of course, started off producing.
It's the dumbest thing you've ever said in the whole history of the show, I reckon.
It's pretty funny, though. It was for laughs, don't you get it? I didn't do it. Get out of my shot. Okay. Basically, and it's directed by Irvin Winkler, who started off producing. Now, he did a film just recently, Guilty by Suspicion, which I didn't like very much, also starring Robert De Niro, but I did await this film eagerly. What did you think, Erin? Yeah. Besides that, it's a remake of a Jules Dassin film, okay, which was a film noir sort of classic of the 50s, I think, if I'm not wrong. And that was called Night in the City as well, surprise, surprise. And that was sort of about wrestling and the corruption within it. And this film is about boxing. So what did you think of the film, Erin?
Yeah. I haven't seen the original film, so I can't compare it in terms of being a remake. But I believe it's extremely different and almost doesn't really qualify as a remake, I think. So the original film was actually set in London with Richard Widmark, and this one's actually in New York, and it's a very, very New York sort of style film. Like Irvin Winkler, who directed it, produced a lot of films for Martin Scorsese, and his first film, Guilty by Suspicion, you couldn't really see that, except that Martin Scorsese was in it acting. But this time it's got the feel of a real Martin Scorsese
and it's got Robert
film.
De Niro in it.
It's got Robert De Niro and Jessica Lange, the female Robert De Niro. And it's very New York. It's very it's rated MA. It's got an incredible lot of foul language. It's written by Richard Price, who also has a brief appearance in the film. He wrote Sea of Love and The Wanderers. The Wanderers.
The book of The Wanderers.
The Wanderers, and also recently Mad Dog and Glory is another one of his scripts. So what did I think? I thought it was a good film, not an excellent film. I thought it wasn't quite as good as it could have been, but Robert De Niro is really good in sort of hyperactive scumbag mode. He's very good. Jessica Lange is sort of an underwritten role. It's not that interesting a character, but because she's such a terrific actress, she makes it more than what it is. So that's pretty cool. And it's got a lot of other old guys in the supporting cast, like Jack Warden and Eli Wallach.
The boys.
Eli.
The ugly.
And Alan King.
The comedian. The Jewish comedian.
Who plays a very nasty boxing promoter and is extremely good.
Is he funny?
No, not at all. Not at all. That's the strange thing with this film. It sort of veers between really strange comedy and then goes back to really serious kind of stuff. Robert De Niro he's like an ambulance chasing lawyer that wants to become a boxing promoter. And he sort of gets himself in over his head in debt and everything, and he's in trouble. He's on the run. But it's sort of peppered with this strange comedy. So it's a pretty interesting film, but I thought it could have been better, but I did enjoy it quite a lot. And it's good. Robert De Niro apparently copped a bit of flack for this performance, but I think he's actually really quite good. I mean, he's always good. He's never bad.
What I heard was that he's just playing the same sort of character all the time. That's, that whole stuttering, that real sort of
I don't agree.
hyperactive.
I haven't seen him like this before. He's so intense and... Well, he's always intense, but he's really sort of hyperactive and shitty sort of in this. Like, he's not usually that... I don't know, he's a real...
You didn't recognise this role from anything else he's done?
No, not at all. Not at all. Except he's really good with that Richard Price seedy dialogue. 2 C words in this.
Really?
Tying with Glengarry Glen Ross in recent times.
Yeah.
I think that's probably why I've got the MA rating. Must be for the language, because there's no violence. There's one really bad sex scene, but... So, yeah, good movie. I'd recommend it if you're a fan of Robert De Niro or Jessica Lange and you like that sort of seedy New York kind of filmmaking. I'd recommend this. Out of $11, I'm going to give it 8.
8. That's a pretty good score.
It's a pretty good score, yeah. It's worth seeing.
Good to see.
And it's on at the Academy Twin at Paddington.
That's right.
Yes.
Which is quite a weird place for it to be on, I suppose. They don't put too many American films on there.
Yeah. Oh, they're starting to now. The new one, Red Rock West,
looks really good.
Looks great. Really original. What else did we see this week, Dog?
Very similar to the film that you've actually got for the $11 Classic, but more of that later. What we've seen is, we'll keep you in anticipation. What I have seen with Erin this week was, what's it called again?
It's called
Boxing Helena. Okay, basically Boxing Helena is about, I will tell you what it's about, because I'm good at this part of the show.
Do you reckon you should bore the audience with the backstory about how Kim Basinger was supposed to be and got sued?
Well, I'll tell that later.
Okay.
Tell that later. Okay. Boxing Helena is about, a guy, he's a doctor, he's had a really domineering sort of mother, and she's dead. And he slept with this woman once, and he got obsessed with her. Now he's got a girlfriend now, but he's still obsessed with this one woman, and she's a bit of a floozy, you know. She gets around, if you know what I mean, and and she sort of
she's like the female Robert De Niro.
No, the joke's old now. It's not going to work anymore.
I thought it could have had that same Leichhardt effect.
Okay,
no, the Leichhardt
but anyway,
effect?
No.
When you drive out west.
That's right. Yeah. No, not this time. No.
Okay.
So basically, what happens is, he's obsessed with this woman, and she sort of brushes him off. She sort of laughs at him. He invites her to a party once. Okay. She comes to the party, and she sort of. Why am I telling him about the party? God knows. What happens in the end?
It's a really good plot synopsis, Doc.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So basically, in the end, she's trapped in his house, and she runs out of the house, and she gets hit by a car, and and she needs like anyway. We find he chops off her legs and her hands. That's basically it. Okay, her arms. Okay. Now, this film, has had a lot of controversy surrounding it because Kim Basinger and Madonna have both pulled out of the project of the leading role, played now by Sherilyn Fenn, who has put in quite a decent performance in contrast to the film, which is not a very good film. Kim Basinger, of course, got sued because she dropped out of the film. But as a lot of critics, and as I would probably say so as well, it's probably a very good move from Kim.
I think it's worth 12 million.
Yeah, exactly.
Who directed it, Dom?
It's directed by Jennifer Chambers Lynch. If you
recognise that name?
Yeah, recognise the surname. Daughter of David Lynch. I'm sure she's never had any lessons in film or anything to do with it.
I think she's adopted.
She's adopted,
because, if she wasn't, David's probably disowned her by now.
Probably, yeah. But basically, I think the story behind it is that she got to direct this film because her dad is, David Lynch, and because that's what you see on the screen. You don't see anything good. There's
no indication of any directing or writing potential at all from this woman.
That's the funny thing is, we were talking about it. That the story is by someone else.
Yeah, like the premise, which is interesting in a way, isn't hers anyway.
And she wrote the
script. It's not even her idea.
Yep. So the idea is someone's, story by blah, and then it's written by her and directed by her, and they're the two worst things about this film, by far, the direction and the writing. They're just so inept.
They're the worst things?
I thought so.
I think you forgot a rather significant thing about a young actor called Julian Sands.
Well, I could say that he is bad in this, but I think it's her direction that made him bad. I think
because he can act. The guy can act.
Yep. A lot of people don't like him, but
in wimpy British period films, but the guy can act.
Yeah, and
he was in A Room with a View, which is like 10 points off straight away.
But what I have to say is that the characterization for the film is totally wrong, and I think what Jennifer Lynch has done is she's sort of said, oh yeah, it'd be really good, Julian, if you could act like this, like it'd really work. And it totally doesn't, and it's her fault. I think he brings off the characterization throughout. Like, he doesn't ever, you know what I mean? Like, he's playing that little kid.
It's a consistent role.
Yeah, exactly.
But he just comes off as so incredibly pathetic and wet. I mean, it's just incredible, like, his performances. It makes you cringe when you watch it, I was cringing. I thought his parents and people that know him must be so embarrassed.
Yeah, they must say, God, that's not our Julian.
I don't know that guy.
Yeah.
It's that bad.
Change their surnames.
Yeah,
no, but and also like we thought of the idea and we discussed this up, but like
we discussed this during the film.
Yeah, we were. That's how interesting it was. Now there were a couple of people that left the cinema during this film.
There were a lot of people that were laughing.
There were a lot of people that were laughing at the wrong bits. But these bits were funny. Believe me.
Did you not say during the film. We both agreed we hadn't heard people laughing in a comedy as much as they did in this film,
exactly.
which is supposed to be a really serious tale of sexual obsession.
And that's the whole thing. Like, we also discussed during the film that that's how interested we were.
What we had for dinner before.
Yeah, and also we said
good.
that this film could have been a good black comedy, but that it didn't go that way. At times it seemed it really would have worked.
It could have been a great black comedy.
Yeah.
Or also, as I said during the film, it would have been really good if it went the other way and was like a really dark,
psychopathic,
horrific, sort of nasty film.
But
know,
it
that
wasn't
would have been
either.
Great as well.
Mm.
But it just sort of wobbles around in the middle.
And there's no style, no nothing to this, no substance.
It's like she's watched MTV and got all the bad ideas from it.
Yeah.
And it's a strangely sort of sexist film considering a woman directed.
Yeah.
You know, because you sympathise with this guy that actually hacks off a woman's arms and legs. I mean,
and why is it called Boxing Helena? Because she's boxed in?
He puts her in a box. Yeah, he boxes
When
her.
did he box her in a box? Like Night in the City.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't put her in a
Remember,
box.
he puts her in this fruity little box
Yeah,
with
but
handles, and he sits her outside.
Yeah,
and
but
spoon
a box
feeds
has
her
4
soup.
walls, you know, like this did not have 4 walls.
Well, let's get technical.
Well, I just got really annoyed at that sort of, the title, because I actually thought there'd be some kind of, he'd put her in a box and shut her up or something, but he doesn't. Anyway, I would give it the whole 0. This is a bad film. Don't go out and see it. Boomerang Award.
Every filmmaker's worst nightmare.
Yep. Dov and Erin give it the Boomerang Award, dedicated to the greatest film of all, Boomerang.
The worst film of all time, Boomerang. Notably, this film stands alongside other greats in the Boomerang Hall of Fame, such as
Wild Orchid,
Wild Orchid, Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man,
and Poison Ivy, in my opinion. Free Jack, great film.
Poison
that one.
Ivy is not a Boomerang Award recipient.
I think so.
House
On this
Sitter,
side, House Sitter, great film. Anyway,
Body of Evidence.
So you give it a 0 as well.
I give it a 0.
Yep.
I think this film is complete and utter garbage, and there's absolutely nothing in it to recommend it whatsoever. Unless you want to go there for a pervert show.
Yeah, there's a few. There's
one funny thing, but it's not enough to detract. to detract from the film's entire badness, which is the performance of Bill Paxton.
Good actor. Good actor. He's a funny guy.
He's a funny guy.
Yep,
he was in Weird Science.
And he
was
actually
in Trespass.
When I said, this should have gone into the black comedy mode, he thought it was a comedy.
That's what Bill is swaggering around in this film, thinking that it's a comedy, and he's got it wrong.
He has got it right, but Jennifer's got it wrong.
Jennifer's got it. But Bill Paxton is great.
Yeah, he is. It's a good reason
good.
to see it.
And the guy from Fortress.
Yeah. No, and also Catherine Scorsese. Catherine?
Nicolette.
Nicolette Scorsese, using the Scorsese name. I don't think she's his daughter.
I don't think she is.
Because
he's got a daughter called Domenica and a daughter called Catherine. And
yeah.
I don't think...
Anyway, 0 from both of us. Thank you.
Boomerang Award.
What else did you see this week, Erin?
I saw it twice.
What?
No, I saw Rising Sun as well, which is kind of the big release for this week, sort of the biggest publicity. This is based on, like Jurassic Park was, this is based on a bestseller by Michael Crone. It's sort of a mystery whodunit about this young lady that gets murdered in this building where a Japanese function is being held, and sort of it ties into the Japanese domination of American business and all that, as these 2 detectives, played by Sean Connery and Wesley Snipes, star of another Boomerang recipient,
Passenger 57. Forgot about that one.
Wesley and Sean go around and try and solve this murder, and as they try and solve this murder, they become involved. Japanese people trying to take over American society.
They encounter a racist cop, I hear.
They do.
Harvey Keitel.
Woo! Yeah, this film
Love
gets extra marks for casting not 1 but 2 Reservoir Dogs in roles.
Steve Buscemi as well.
Mr. Pink and Mr. White are in this, but Mr. Pink only has about 5 lines.
Oh, doesn't matter.
I thought that was pretty bad. I thought if they had have cast Mr. Pink in Wesley Snipes' role,
would have been a lot better. Really?
Interestingly, I thought it was interesting anyway. In the book, Wesley Snipes' character was actually a white guy.
I know that.
But they've changed him into a black character. I don't know if that is to sort of counter the possible
racism.
Claims that it might be racist against, or I don't know if that's trying to cash in on sort of, homeboy stuff and like that. I'm not sure.
It's got a babe in it as well. Tia Carrera, babe.
Yeah.
No, I mean I didn't really think she's a babe, but she's in Wayne's World anyway.
She's from Wayne's.
Wayne thinks she's a babe.
They've got some good guys from good movies in this one.
But
yeah, no, it's actually It's not a bad film. I thought, I read the book before it. I really liked the book, but as I was reading it, I thought, you know, this book wouldn't translate too well to the cinema because there's a lot of talking, and do you want to hold this one? And there's a lot of talking, a lot of discussion about Japanese economics and such, and that doesn't work too well on the screen. I was a little bit disappointed in the performances of Sean and Wesley. I thought Wesley is fast becoming one of the biggest jokes in the cinema.
Yeah, he's starring in too many action films.
He's starring in too many bad action films, yes. So, what would I give this? A good film, kind of enjoyable, pretty interesting, but not great. I'd give it $7.50, actually.
Cool. Okay, and our $11 classic is... You get it. Yeah. Sorry, Erin's $11 classic is, of course, Wild at Heart. I wasn't here to confirm this.
Yeah, I thought, can you go to me, please?
Nah.
I thought I'd be doing the show by myself tonight, so I picked a film that personally I thought was an $11 classic, but when Dov said he was going to come on, you know, it was kind of a drag because I know you don't really like this film very much. So just pretend you do.
Yeah, I love this film so much. No, I don't really like it. I think it's got some faults, but Erin, I mean, you know, people with your kind of taste would really go for it. Speaking of, you know, it's directed by David Lynch.
That's why I brought it, because I wanted to sort of say how, like, just because his daughter's a spastic doesn't mean that David Lynch, you know, has those bad genes as well. You know, and he's actually a brilliant filmmaker, and Blue Velvet and Twin Peaks and stuff, and this is a really wild, crazy, enjoyable film.
It's Wild at Heart. Got lots of violence, lots of sex,
the first
lots
scene
of swearing.
Is an absolute scorcher.
Yeah, I think so too.
If you can't stand the first scene where Nicolas Cage beats a guy to death, then just turn it off from there because it gets worse.
But it is quite a good film. Great performance from Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, also great performance from Nicolas Cage, who I don't think has actually been able to discard the Elvis Presley impersonation thing that he did in this film. But yeah, an excellent film. I think it's definitely $11 classic.
It could be close to that. Thank you very much. We'll see you next week.
Will you be back next week?
I will be there, hopefully.
So I won't pick another film you don't like.
No. I think basically you should just pick films I like anyway.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm only kidding.
I can kiss your ass too if you want.
Okay, thank you very much for joining Film Forum again, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Good night.
Andrea, we've made it to the end of another show. Congratulations. I didn't think we were going to see you here at some stages during the night, but you've made it.
I have.
Well done.
And so have you, and everyone else out there.
Yeah, guys, thanks for sticking in. The front few rows here got a bit fidgety towards the end there, but we just shuffled them around with the people at the back, and then it was cool. So thanks, everyone, for hanging in there.
Yeah, it was a pretty good show.
And I think it was worth staying in there because it was a good show tonight.
It was. Should we talk about next week's show or?
I was actually going to ask you about potato chips.
You were.
Yeah.
And specifically mean Martin's. Oh.
Yeah. I'm going to
really
give camera one a
You
heart
just
attack
wanna-
here
you
with
just wanna do
the
this.
close-up here of this is Martin's potato chips. Now, Martin's potato chips aren't even available in Australia.
I was going to say I've never heard of them.
They're American. Nathan's heard of them. Apparently, he really loves them. Yeah, he's been over there and he brings them back.
How'd you get the shirt? Friends in high places.
Yeah. Friends
right.
in high places at Martin Chip Company.
There you
Are you
go.
a big chip eater?
Not really. No.
When was the last time you had a pack of chips?
Oh, I'm more go for like Cheezels and Twisties.
Cheese,
and
yeah,
things
I
like
know,
that.
yeah.
Or like chili flavored chips.
Yeah.
And things. Not generally just like plain old chips. I do like the chili ones. Weakness for them really.
Do you accept the line on the kettle chips? No cholesterol, or what is it? Low cholesterol.
No, they're full of shit. How can you have potato
Yeah,
chips?
and
You
they
have to
sell them
fry
at
anyway
health food
regardless. I
stores.
know, silly.
Yeah, but I could get a box here because my dad sells them.
Oh, cool.
That's where this conversation's
really?
headed. Yeah,
Oh, he sells
But
kettle
could you
chips.
imagine how long a box of chips would last in here? I
No.
mean, look, they're almost
They're
foaming at the
really,
mouth
as we speak.
as we speak about it.
But I think you should try it anyway, just to see what happens.
All right.
Like next week, maybe.
Will do. Next week. And speaking of next week,
Yeah.
what's
Next
happening
week.
next week?
Well, we've got a really big show on next week.
We say that every week. People
No,
are kind of thinking, how is it going to be bigger than this week? And yet we
manage
to make
it every
yeah.
week. That's the thing. Well, first off, it looks like our ever so favorite couch potatoes. Anything to tell us about that?
Yeah, couch potatoes next week. Having a couple of belly dancers on, because belly dancing is a topic that isn't really covered enough by television, I think, and so I'm going to get the lowdown on where it's headed.
The
and
lowdown.
Yeah, the history
The
of belly
midriff.
dancing on television.
Right.
Yeah. I'm getting.
I'm sure there'll be heaps of people keen to.
Fatima is coming in.
Fatima.
Yeah, and
And Famale.
her manager Abdul.
Right.
From the restaurant just down the road, actually.
Right.
Yeah. And hello to all the Abdul employees out there. And the next time you see us down there, just don't be shy in handing out those free falafel rolls.
Oh, right, okay. Fine. And then we're going to be joined again by Gemma and Rosie. Or Josie. Sorry, how did I get Rosie?
Oh, sorry,
I'm
Josie.
terrible. I was looking at it saying rock job. I was about to say it and I said Rosie. I'm sorry.
Josie's developing a cult following with her little
I
rock
know.
job. It's like,
Yeah.
wow, and her eyes look so normal as well. And she just...
Well, first we've called her Rosie, and now, well, I don't know. Maybe we should just go on to the next thing. It's going to be the skate show. Sorry about that.
Skate show. Are there any skate show representatives? Yeah, mix in there.
Is there someone here skating people?
Yeah,
Yes,
skate
there's
show's
one
gonna be on.
waving way out the back of the
Well,
big
see,
crowd.
today was meant to be the Blade show, wasn't it?
Well, it kind of was. It
Kind of
the
was,
Blades
yeah.
show slagging
Yeah.
off. Yes. it was.
So
By the
they're going to be
skaters.
2 weeks in a row.
True. Or
Yeah.
maybe Cinnamon will show up and she'll have her say. I
True.
really don't know. I hear Kiet's voice out there just in time to say the sports show will be on.
Cool.
Yeah,
apparently
cool.
Kiet is attending the Melbourne Cup, the French Australian Rugby Grand Final, and what was the other sport we went? The soccer, all in 1 week. I mean, that's the great of
Jam-packed. It's
yeah,
gonna be
and great of
jam-packed.
CTV to provide the budget for him to do that. I mean,
Right,
it's not
yeah.
often that a
Well,
youth
definitely
community show
fantastic.
does that.
1996 Atlanta Olympic Network.
Right. Thank you for that, Kiet.
You heard it
And
here
then we,
first.
yeah,
And
you
you're
heard
never
it here
likely to hear it
first.
again.
Luckily for that. And well, do you want to read some more? Or?
Could I?
Sure.
Where are we up to?
Well, we're up to that one. That's
Oh, the
how
quiz
far-
show.
Yeah.
What have you got planned for us next week?
Well, I don't know. I don't think we're going to be able to do the ever so popular video clues.
Why?
Just you
Video
know,
camera's bugged.
No, the video camera's all right. I think it's the operator of the video camera who's bugged.
Ah, right. You.
No, Estie.
Ah.
Yeah, he's got a bit too much to do, and I don't think I'll be able to
All
squeeze
right.
it in.
Well, what
But-
about normal, just
Well,
verbal
that's it.
questions?
I think we're just going to have some, normal,
Yeah.
everyday questions.
You need a
I'm sure I'll
guest,
think of something.
Joe Bailey again, don't you?
Probably. Are you offering your services? Me, pick me.
Dov and I come as a double act.
Oh, no.
Joe Bailey. Yeah. All right. A topic for the questions next week. Have you worked out a thematic
No, I haven't even
thing?
thought of that yet,
Because
no,
that could be
no.
an idea. Thematic questions.
Well, I try to do that, generally, but I don't know. I'll just see
I'm
what
sure you
happens
do.
by next. I do. Come on, what did we have last week? I can't remember. Australiana questions. And what else was there? There was occupations, and there was something else too. I can't remember now, but I do try to,
All right. Youth in Focus next
Youth
week
in Focus.
is concentrating on I've got no idea what you
No, I don't know either,
concentrating,
actually.
however, I do know that there will be some footage of the Generation X's launch,
Yeah.
which Zara
Mhm.
and Tayon were talking about this evening. Will be
It's
on
on
next
Sunday
week.
night, I
Yeah,
believe.
apparently they're all wearing funny hats and t-shirts, so that should be.
And anyone who out there who wants to go down is, is very much welcome.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Don't let
We're
this
going
show
to be seen in Paddington, you realise?
Yeah, it's exciting.
We, the people, here we
Yeah.
are. Only 3 weeks late though. But hey, better late than never.
Employment. We're getting. I think that's. No, I've done that one.
Oh, right, okay.
And Film Forum once again. Any movies? What's coming up?
Yeah, lots of things. Twin Peaks, the movie.
Twin Peaks, the movie. And Take 5, which was promised this week.
Right.
But due to complications, he will be in next week.
Mhm.
All right. And Jerry from Sexpression, who has been away, I'm sure you've noticed over the last couple of weeks, will be back for 3 consecutive shows. So.
But not next week, I don't think. I think it's the following one. She's on holidays or something at the moment, so I don't think it's next week. I think it's the following one. But
All right,
then
but
she's
don't.
going to sock it to them with 3 shows. So.
Yes, but don't get edgy. She is coming back. All right. So that's just about it. Yeah, that's
Did
next
you know
week's
that
show.
we did not mention that it's Halloween on Sunday?
No, I
It's
didn't.
Halloween this weekend.
Tell the
No,
viewers
I
about that just for one
mentioned
second.
it. Well, that's it.
Halloween in the Southern Hemisphere. It's called
Hallows
All
Eve,
Saints-
All Saints Day. Well, but that's the next day. This is the eve before All Saints Day. So. Did you know that?
Andrea,
Yes, you didn't
can I
know.
just mention that
That was
tomorrow, the viewer surveys are going to be taking place here. Doors are going to be open at 11, so you'll see a queue probably forming outside the door. Just join it. No, that's that's actually not what's going to happen at all. What's going to happen is that people are going to come around from door to door asking you about this show. So be home tomorrow about 11 because we really need your feedback. We'd like to know that you're out
We'd
there.
like people to call us or write
Yeah.
us or something as well.
So if someone comes a knocking at your door at 11 o'clock tomorrow,
It's not the landlord.
let them into your house and hearts.
It's not your
and
neighbours.
give us, let us know you're out there. So viewer surveys and of course donations and all checks can be made payable to CTV Proprietary Limited. Okay. All right, Andrea.
That's it, Nick. Good show.
I'm developing this
I
handshaking
know.
fetish with people that I'm on set with.
It's okay. At least you've got a decent handshake. You know, some people they give you this wet. Oh, come on! You must admit, there's nothing more. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. It's just like you get this soggy hand.
And for Keith's right of reply, look forward to next week's show. All right, that's just about it. Thanks for joining us.
thank you,
Thanks,
everyone.
cast and
Good
crew.
show.
Yeah, and
We'll
we'll
see
see
you
you
next
again
week.
next week. Bye for now.
Excuse me, do you know what the time is?
23.